Right, Vincent, you can make me a performance check. Oh yeah, you did. Okay, solid.
I use my last inspiration. 23.
Okay.
And yeah, we have 3 inspirations, right? We have in slots.
Guys, I'm gonna be real. By the way, this storm is so bad. I tried opening the door, and the suction from the air actually gave me resistance trying to open it.
Holy crap.
And what, we have 3 inspiration slots, right? You can have 3 at a time.
Yeah, 3 inspiration slots. Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
It rarely ever
Yes.
And
It matters to
I think
me.
we might be getting some.
Doesn't
Sorry,
I don't
continue.
care. It doesn't matter to you. It matters to me.
By the way, I think we're getting some residual from the hurricane that's going through California right now, because we are in that area still. But besides that, yes, you guys, after launching yourself upwards and over this horde of zombies, you guys are just kind of looking cool as this explosion that launches up the sand and dirt just kind of occurs behind you guys as you land all in your distinct posings. I don't know what poses you guys would be doing right now, but you're doing them and they look cool.
And
Yeah, the Peter Griffin and death pose.
you all would see Crow at the back of the ship and turn around. Oh, hey, fellas. It's been a while. Feels like it's been months since I last saw you. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna try to protect the ship a bit.
Yep, and like I said before, Vincent, now's your chance to try directing your crew on just what to do.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Ivan. No. So yeah, Crow is flexing the huge cannonballs. Bruce and Wilbur are manning the cannons. And Char is like doing the sails, right? What was
Yes.
the Gun Girl
alongside could you repeat?
What was Gun Girl doing?
Delilah was also assisting with the cannons.
All right. Nikolai, get the anchor. Royal, make sure the sail. I want to make sure everyone isn't hurt. I don't know ships.
Wow.
I don't know shit things.
Get the anchor. Me, the weakest man on the ship.
No, dude.
Don't ships usually just have like a lever thingamajig in the middle of the ship that you have to push around to bring up the anchor?
Yes. It does take multiple men to be able to rise the anchor, but you'd be able to do it, thankfully, with the assistance of the other people who are currently helping raise the anchor, which is, if I remember correctly, right now it is Raiden, who is currently on raising the anchor as well. So you got the beef.
I give Raiden the help question then. The help action then.
Yes, you could give him the help action.
Okay. Can I whip around the ropes of the sails to open the sails up?
Yes, you can.
All right. Do I roll anything or?
For this, just for sake of speed, you can make me an acrobatics or sleight of hand check. For Raiden, who is currently attempting to raise the sail, I will have him roll an athletics check with the assistance of Nikolai, which gives him this roll at advantage. Unfortunately, he rolls good regardless. 16. So, with the assistance of Nikolai, despite Raiden having some strength, but not really necessarily focusing on his raw strength over maneuverability or dexterity, the two of you still manage to work together to raise the anchor in a quick and orderly fashion. Waiting on Royal to do that. Very good. Royal, you are running to and fro, climbing the rope and cutting loose specific parts. You are managing to set the sails out ready to go. As we have Wilbur and now that Latikun is up here too, actually, Latikun and Wilbur are working together to continue firing the cannons, along with Delilah, who is working on her own, also with Shar. So there's going to be one attack happening here, technically at advantage, and this is Shar firing it. So she doesn't have proficiency, so she also doesn't have a bonus to dexterity. So this is just going to be a straight d20. A 4. Let's see what your next roll is, Shar. A 6. Shar tries aiming the cannon, but she did not train for this. She didn't get any. Latikun fires. 17. Second attack. Okay, not second attack, sorry, second roll. 17 hits. One ship is down. There's one more to clear out.
While I've studied the calendar a number of times.
Okay, hi, hello, testing.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay, we're working again.
you keep
Alright, cool.
dying again.
Yes, I'm on my phone on data, but for a second there, my phone connected to my house Wi-Fi, and that's screwing up right now. What did you last hear?
Laddie couldn't take the shot. There's currently ship. How many ships left?
Right. There's one last ship left. There's just one more. Your path is about 50% clear. There are still the cannonballs from the other ships behind you to worry about, but it seems with the help of the bounty hunters, those ships are being taken care of as well. Now, they aren't necessarily soloing these guys. It's more so they're taking off attention. And they are barely keeping themselves afloat right now, too. Now, like I was saying before, Vincent, I guess before T900 happened, Vincent, because you were busy focusing on giving your crew orders, you didn't really have a chance to move around or really kind of move past where you were. So you're kind of like roughly at the edge of the ship, right? Like right where you jumped off.
Yeah.
Very cool. Vincent. Facing away, your back turned to the horde and to your crew, your family, commanding them, trying to do what you can to get your people away and safe. You feel just this cold, wet grip surround your ankle. Turning your head, you see just this face, this thing, the person before, the death dog who was obsessed over making sure his face was not seen. You are peering through what looks to be a walking corpse with just a hole through his face entirely. And yet you hear his voice speaking to you somehow. You hear just kind of in your mind, no, you're not getting away that easily. This isn't over. This isn't over. What do you say to him?
So is it actually him or
It's
Or is it-
actually him, yeah.
all right, cool. He's just like
That was him speaking into your mind. You recognize the voice.
all right, yeah. So I'm on the edge of the ship. Is he like clinging onto my leg?
He is
Like,
literally
dangling?
clinging onto your ankle right now, yes.
And he's like dangling on the side of the ship?
Dangling on the side of the ship, yes.
Vincent's just gonna grab his quill. He's just gonna he's going to take his quill that's still hovering around him. It's gonna perch on his shoulder. Yes, we are. I know what a true member of a family should do, and that's protect everyone. And I'm just gonna slice his hand off.
You slice his hand off as he falls off the side. You see his body tumble away as the anchor is risen and you guys start moving.
Wow, that may be interesting.
Cutting back to this guy as you see his body fall off to the side. You're just watching as there looks to be a storm brewing overhead right now, rain slowly beginning to fall. You see this man clutching onto a hand where blood should be gushing. There is none, as the blood is slowly congealed over already from perhaps his undead nature. Besides that, you see him just kind of look to you, somehow nearly unaffected, and you see him slowly begin rising into the sky as he begins kind of nearly flying. And then, in a slow-mo motion, Vincent, just in this split second, the world kind of slows down for you as you hear the thundering sound of a boom, an explosion. And just, you see, just this projectile lobbed at this guy make direct contact with center of mass, and you see this guy get exploded.
Oh. So he ascended and then got descended?
And then he got exploded by one of the mortars, yes.
Nice. Well, that's over.
Faked you out for a second, didn't I?
Yeah.
Now, right now, there are currently 2 ships that are going to attempt cannonball attacks towards you guys. And it seems with Crow's cocksureness attitude, he is going to try taking them on. Now, here's the thing. You want to make sure one of these misses. As this deflect missiles thing does use your reaction, you will only be able to target one of these.
Mm-hmm.
So your ship's AC for now, I'm going to say, as you have a fully staffed crew, you have them manned, you're able to worry, you don't have to worry about maneuvering too much as you have a person who's at the helm currently, actually. Vincent, are you kind of getting to the helm after all that happened?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
though, I want to do one thing, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, would it be possible for for me to also, like, whistle, so make my, my dancing knife, like, cut the other, like, the Death Dog sails?
What's the range that your
30
knife can
feet.
go?
I don't think I might not be able to.
Definitely not. Unfortunately not.
That's
No.
fair.
Too short of a range.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So you're manning the helm. Vincent, you can give me a... You can... Give me a dexterity check plus proficiency bonus to try maneuvering and sailing the ship along.
So would it just be normal +3? Or, oh, I see. It's like +3/+3.
Your dexterity is +3?
Yeah.
Dang. All right.
Yeah, because Vincent's normal sheet sucks. So
I mean, a high deck is good for a swords bard, I suppose, but you're not a swords bard.
No, I'm not. So it'd be like, so plus proficiency would be, I have a 16, it would give me a +3, and proficiency +3, right?
Yeah, so that would be a total of a +6. So roll the d20 +6.
Dang.
Wow, nice. The first attack will be made at disadvantage. Oh, okay. Okay, wow, even with disadvantage, this first one hits. Ivan, or Crow. This is you. You want to deflect missiles? This one.
Yes.
Okay. Then roll me your D10.
Awesome.
19. Full.
Nice, maximum. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Crow, you body this cannonball.
Okay.
Does he catch it?
So, to describe it, it looks like he's about to catch it, but then he has a much more fun idea, as he quickly takes out his scythe and kind of like baseball will just pang, like loud pinging sound as he'll cover his like scythe in hockey and launch it back at the ship.
Make me a ranged weapon attack of proficiency.
Good job, Kung Fu Panda. D20 plus 7. Oh, that's 2Ds. 10? Gonna use inspiration.
Misses.
19.
Hits.
I believe that will attention.
Who just died? That was ET. Rest in peace.
He died.
As you manage to launch it, it sinks directly into the mast of this one, dealing a nice. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll probably take a hold up. I'll ask you, take.
Seeking a true, our own thorough segment.
And besides that, with the rolling a 6 on the d6, Crow, as you just baseball this cannonball back, right back at them, perfect, right back at you. It makes full contact with the mast, and you see it as it begins sinking. As you manage to hit a vital point on this thing.
What?
And there is one more attack to be made.
What?
Yes,
Who's
Jimbo?
who's giving a lecture in your background?
Could you repeat?
Who's getting a lecture in the
Who's
background?
talking in the background?
Oh, somebody has the TV on. And that assuredly hits the ship too. Crow, as you were busy dealing with that one cannonball, one whizzed right past your head from another one, making full contact with the body of the ship.
Could I spend another key point to gain another reaction to do that? But not throw it back, just try to grab it.
Popular in some and some popular for a less than good reason.
Make me a straight wisdom check to attempt this.
Great wisdom. Alright. $16.
Good enough? Okay, if you want to attempt, you can expend a key point right now to attempt to gain an additional reaction right now to try, what were you saying?
Just to catch it, but not throw it back.
So you want to use your deflect missiles thing again?
Yeah.
All right. Roll your d10 plus 9.
D10 plus 9. Is my damage resistance counted towards this, by the way?
Unfortunately not.
16.
You still body it regardless.
Always be someone who thinks
Sweet.
someone
So this time he'll just put away the scythe real quickly and just catch it with like, not his bare hand, but with a hockey covered hand. Nice try.
spoke.
And that right there is where we'll take a mini break, waiting for all of us to be present once more.
Woo. Got 2 key points left.
And also because I need to run and go check on a few things after that storm. I'm going to be right back.
Alright. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm fine.
Enjoying session so far?
Terrible. The storm is tearing everything up.
What?
Also, hi, I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm dead.
Story.
You're about to be dead. So I had to run upstairs real quick just to double check that the windows in our room were closed. Otherwise, we may or may not have gotten rainwater in our room.
Ooh.
But thankfully, we're solid. From how hot it was earlier today, we had the AC on, so me and my sister just closed the windows already. So it was real lucky we had that set up. From how strong those winds were, I really hope nothing in the farm just got screwed up, or the pasture. I don't know how many loose pieces there are out there, but there are enough to worry about them being blown over. Which is going to be annoying.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
How are you guys enjoying the session so far?
It was
A
fun.
lot. Enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad to get back on the roll here.
Good. Happy I can roleplay this character again.
Great. What it comes down to, though, right now is that if you guys couldn't tell, I've been definitely trying to speed this along, making sure not to use unnecessarily and unneeded complicated mechanics for this.
Going by
I
much
just
faster.
decided sometimes there's beauty in simplicity. So I've just decided to try keeping it simple this time, just to speed this along.
That's what I do with Naruto, and it works out. I don't describe every
Liberty?
single jutsu. It's like, oh, it did that. You take damage. You're dead.
You're dead. You're deaded, sir. Yeah. Suppose I'm wondering how well the Wi-Fi is back on my computer. Enough to possibly get back, but not too sure about it.
And as we go,
Man, I know as soon as this session is over, I'm gonna pass out in a food coma probably after doing Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, Jeopardy. There's still Jeopardy we need to do. Yes.
ET here.
Okay,
5 options.
let's get right back into it then. We all ready? Everybody back?
Yes. Let's go.
Roll call. Sound off. Who's not dead?
No.
Right.
Are you back, Spark? Sparks died.
I'm here.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
We had a Jimbo?
We completed the video and as we are staying.
All right, let's continue. So after Crow managed to body those two cannonballs, you guys have an opportunity to continue with them right now. In front, these two who are loading up cannonballs You guys have managed to raise the sails, or set the sails, not raise them. You've managed to raise the anchors. That's what I was thinking about. You've managed to raise the anchors, set the sails. You guys are currently now moving. You guys have an opportunity to now try focusing on the cannons rather than just getting ready to go, as there's still one ship in front of you that needs clearing out. So who's going to attempt to help man the cannons? We should broadside it. Oh, you're going to try broadsiding it?
I'm doing the helm right now, so I can't.
Well, you broadsiding it is you helping, though,
What's
Vincent.
broadsiding?
To broadside it, what you would need to do is you would need to turn the ship so that the long part of the ship is facing the enemy ship. All of the cannons would be facing the ship at that point. Like, all of your guys' cannons would be facing the enemy ship. Or, you could try ramming the ship. That's an option, too.
I'm not gonna ram the ship. I'm just. I'll broadside it.
All right, cool. You can make me, once again, a d20 plus 6 to attempt to maneuver. And depending on how well you roll, you will help benefit those who are firing the cannons. If you roll poorly, they'll still be able to fire, but they might gain detriments.
Dexterity, right?
Dexterity plus 3, so d20 plus 6. And Crow is still on the bodying duty, right?
Yes.
Copy that.
Why? In certain circumstances. And what are the
Sparks, you didn't
I didn't.
you didn't roll that properly. No, you didn't put a space between roll and d20.
Oh yeah, you do have to do that. Yeah.
I think just put R.
I don't know. I always hit roll.
What are you, psychotic?
No.
Why spend time to type out the
It's
O?
It's 3 letters.
Yeah, but that's time wasted. You gotta optimize your time. You gotta speed
There you
run.
go.
No,
All right.
I'm not a speedrunner.
Now,
I like going. I like
rolling a
enjoying the
21,
time.
you are able to begin steering the ship as there is wind in your sails. You can feel the storm brewing right now. The winds are getting more violent. However, in this stroke of luck in this moment, when the winds could be faced against you, no, they are with you in this moment. They are helping propel your sails. And using the assistance of the wind from the storm, you are able to turn your ship in such a way that you angle the cannons perfectly on just this last one. And you will then be able to straighten it out if your crew manages to take this out. Now, if Nikolai is helping with the cannons, Royal is helping with the cannons, both Nikolai and Royal may make a ranged weapon attack. So this counts as something you're proficient in. So it would be d20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus. You could just make a ranged weapon attack if you have one, just to be able to make the roll in the first place.
Can I bardic inspiration one of them?
You would be able to, yes.
Cool. You get a extra 1d8.
And on top of that, you guys gain an additional d4 to your checks from Vincent helping out with that. So think of it as like a mini guidance.
In the process of this approach, the person might
Let's go.
Natural 20.
Let's
Natural
go.
20.
Never crit.
And
as it
who did you give the bardic inspiration to?
Jimbo.
Oh, Jimbo, you need to roll a d8, man, because
30.
roll a d8 to add on top of it.
Aww.
And even 31.
Nice.
1. 23 and a 31. You absolutely love to see it. As Vincent, as you turn your ship, you just hear the glorious sounds of explosions and the sound of metal balls flinging and whistling throughout the air as you just hear the crunching sound of them making full-on direct contact with the ship. You see Royal's cannonball just shoot forward and then just tear through the entire hull of the ship. And then you see Nikolai's follow closely behind and just manage to, with that hole created, you were able to actually see in the underdeck of the ship, you see Nikolai's cannonball like decimate a guy, like full on direct contact a person. And just this ship begins sinking. You have your opportunity to go. You need to take it.
Yep, we out of here.
Okay, now here is the last thing. If Crow manages to body this last one, if he manages to fully body it, you guys are home free. As with the further distractions from the bounty hunters and from the Marines now able to target their mortars on the ships, you guys will be able to have a full shot out of here. Unless Crow doesn't manage to body this thing. If this cannonball hits and it goes past Crow, he isn't able to reduce it. It will hit your ship and it might slow you down, depending on how much damage it deals. Now, are you feeling lucky, guys?
I am.
Yeah.
And the person is motivated.
18 hits.
18.
Crow,
He can be very clever.
roll the d10 plus 9.
That's a 20 out of 10.
I pointed out that she could walk on one pass, and I got a response that
No, it's 2d8. 16. It can't beat it.
they
It can't
knew they could play.
because it can't.
It was different from the law. So think about that for a second. If we're not in a
It was
situation,
real close. It was 3 off from beating it. 3 off.
from the law,
No clue.
I think Alana's going to catch it.
The mouth.
So with this last one, as it come towards, he has the other cannonball in the other hand, just holding it casually. Flicking out his sleeve, he'll pull out War and just slice this one in half.
And it falls down to the ground limp and a bit tender.
Feels nice being me.
this would be the teacher.
You sassy bitch. And with that, you guys managed to sail away, escaping. You didn't exactly get what you came here for, if you really even came here for anything. However, you get to live another day, and you get to have a further understanding of just what you guys need to do. This is just where the log post pointed. So not really anything. Well, I suppose technically Vincent probably did want to deal with his parents, but it didn't really get to do that too well, did
Yeah,
it?
no,
Didn't
no
we have
progress
another
was remade.
Didn't we have another option to go to? Log post? I forget.
There was the chance of the log post pointing to the other thing, but it pointed to this one.
The Gun Girl stuff interrupted it.
So now you guys are sailing on the seas. The storm is brewing. It's no longer brewing. It's actually kind of falling down near full force. But you guys are safe, and you don't need to worry about the ships behind you targeting you.
Okay. Crow will just let out one last smile before letting out a big sigh and taking off the mask. Oh, God damn it. God. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Hate when he fucking does that. And Ivan comes back sounding very annoyed.
Oh God.
Ivan, you feel a distinct, incredible pain within your wrists. Just honestly kind of feel like they're nearly broken. You feel like you have carpal tunnel in the worst way possible.
And he's just gonna take out the log pose and look where it's pointing.
It's still not. It hasn't had time to update just yet. It's pointing back to the island where you just came from. There should be a little bit more time that you guys need to spend out here, maybe a day or two, before the log pose will then kind of reset itself towards the next island. Good night, Jimbo.
Good night, Jimbo.
We're about to end here soon anyway, so it's fine.
It's
Vincent,
almost
your crew
time.
your crew was just in the middle of hellfire, and they managed to get out, not completely unscathed, but alive.
So, what's the plan now, Captain? Bill, we gotta wait here. Okay? But what the fuck we do?
What can we do? We can only just anchor here and wait for the log posts.
Yeah, but what's after that? Any big goals?
I just want to hope you guys do whatever you want to do. My goal is something that takes time I have to do myself.
Alrighty then. And he'll just rest his head on the
What do you want to do?
the railing. My goal you can't help me with.
Captain, I'm genuinely sorry for your situation with your family.
Thank you. I don't want to talk about it though.
I would just say that. Very well. I merely wish that someday it will be resolved. You can have goals.
No problem. Right now.
Let's see you, Vincent.
Yeah. I just want to...
Well, my goal is kind of self-explanatory. He just kind of points at his own head.
I just want to perform. Make people happy. Laugh. And be with you. All.
Well, ain't that sweet? Well, I'm just trying to survive, and being with y'all has certainly done that so far, but close calls. Don't make me regret my decision staying here.
What do you want to do, Alana? What's your goal?
Hopefully, yeah, you are a bit quiet, Clark.
Can't control it, sorry.
She just shrugs in a disinterested reply before writing again. I reach for a lot of things. I'll figure out my goals as they come.
That's fair. Not even sure what that one's goal is, as he points to, like, I assume the passed out royal.
His goal seems to be money, though that's not exactly something very rare. Vatican says as he's just kind of standing there and looking off into the distance, seeing the worst of the storm off.
If anything,
What about you? What about you, Mr. Sword Speaker?
I suppose any sort of goal I had before, it doesn't really necessarily matter now. Traveling with you all is about the best thing I can do at the moment. Going day by day, trying to learn what I can, and eventually trying to see what I can do to save Granny.
Yeah, if we could, I'd like to work on that. She was nice.
I would like to volunteer to help work on that as well. It is after one of my corporation's creations that took her away after all.
Do not necessarily blame your corporation or yourself for what had happened. What had happened was an accident, something that was
It
uncontrolled.
is an accident, but it is something that my corporation have created, and I like to think that I would have some specialty regarding it. That's why I'm volunteering.
And to you, he turns to Alana as she writes, my chances may be about the same in both ways, so why not take this option? Traveling with people over traveling alone? I'd usually take that over, well, lonely nights and the lack of anything to do with my free time.
Yeah, with others, it's always better. Why be by yourself by choice when you have the option of being with someone else?
I've been alone for a majority of my life, and I tend to not necessarily enjoy that too much.
Yeah, that's boring.
Some people just have their own way of doing things.
You can find comfort in that silence and that loneliness, but it's only a short-term comfort. In the long term, it is something that will poison you. It is something that will seep deep into your skin, and you will never be able to wash it out. Well, that is a fair point considering what we had just gone through, but I don't know. I don't really have family drama to go through, I suppose.
You're one of the lucky few who doesn't have to go.
I suppose so.
I suppose that's one way of saying it. If you consider not having a family lucky.
That's not.
Mine was not great.
He nods. He nods his head. Almost kind of like he figured a little bit. I don't think I would be.
That's probably general pattern.
There's not exactly a desire for something I could never really know. So it is what it is. No matter what comes next, though, I definitely can't deny that that left a bad taste in my mouth. So, Captain, you mentioned that you wanted to perform for people, and while that is an admirable goal in of its own, what else is there you want to do? There has to be something more than that, right?
I just wanna. Genuinely, I just wanna be with you. That's the whole point of my pilgrimage, is to see as much of the world as I can. What I do it. I just doesn't matter.
Here's a question I have for you, Captain. Right now, are you fighting for a cause that is instilled in you by your upbringing, or are you fighting for a cause that you yourself have decided to fight for? I'm not looking for an answer from you directly. This is a question you should answer for yourself.
We're raised to embody empathy. to strive to help others.
Indeed.
To be a light in a darkness for people who need it.
And what if you happen to be the one who needs it?
That's what my crew is for.
Well then, make that decision.
And all the people that I help as well.
Mm.
I can see what your upbringing has taught you. He doesn't really say anything more. He's just kind of stopped after saying that.
There's also something I want to talk to you about later, though. But once we get to the next island.
He nods his head.
You know where we are going to be. Interesting to think about.
Yes, I do believe we all have quite a few things to get through in our minds. For now, if none of you have any further need of me, I am going to go to my quarters and possibly rest for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Yes, I believe rest is much needed after that whole ordeal.
You see Char, Raiden, and Bruce just kind of like slumped over, just passed out from like the sheer stress and work the three of them have been doing. By the way, I forgot to mention that. That's why they haven't really been adding on. They're kind of just slumped over, just in that small pile.
Letting out a big sound, just hop off from. Sort of grab him. Come on, Yuzuri, let's get you somewhere more comfortable.
And as all of you disperse and go to your relative spots to rest, that is where we're going to end today's session of Golden Memory D&D. Thank you guys for playing once more.
Yay.
Lou and you. Finally off this island. You're finally free.
Finally.
I dreaded that so much. Dude.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
no,
goodness.
But me, the player, doesn't want to talk to Alana.